morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. Today, we're going to be taking a look at ScratchBud by Cem Olcay. It's pretty damn fun. So let's urge. Soon. Hello, welcome to the show. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. You doing okay out there? I hope you're doing okay. You should be doing okay. If you're not, well, I don't know what else to say. What am I looking for? I'm looking for here. That's what I'm looking for. Just got to set something up. Damn, I forgot to do that, and it's done now. Hey! Oh, good. Let me make sure my chat's back on. I turned off my restream chat because the fish tank back there. Good stuff. All right. We're all good. Maybe, kind of, sort of. Let me make sure my chat's all working and all that kind of stuff. I think we're all good. We are all good. Hello, 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 hello. Strange morning already, let me tell you that. Lots of butterflies in my tummy today. Why? Why is that? Why am I nervous today? Not because I'm looking at this really cool app, but because I have band rehearsal today for the first time in like forever. Holy shit, I'm going to be rehearsing with a band. And it's very, very, not intimidating, not scary or anything like that. You know, when you've been doing it for a really long time, it's just like getting on a bike. So it should be okay. It's just, yeah, it's a thing. I'm old and I'm playing in a band. There we go. So first rehearsals today. I'll be heading off at some stage today to go and do all of that stuff, and hopefully be back doing this tomorrow and all of that. Let's say hello to you all in the chat, and then we'll get down to business, shall we? And take a look at this pretty cool app. Make sure I got everything set up over here. I do. Yes, we're all good. Ready to rock. All right. Yeah, thanks, Thomas. I'm going to kick it out the park, my friend. That's what we do. Thomas Christ is in the house slinging links. You can become a Patreon. We got a few cool giveaways this week. They'll be coming up as time goes on in the next couple of days. Super chats are welcome. All that jazz. Become a Wart Warrior, because you should become a Wart Warrior, because something cool is happening this weekend. Now, this is an old ad. I haven't had time to do a new one, but we'll play it anyway, shall we? The Sunday roast, the New Year's roast.
You're all fucked.
What are you going to give it out of 10, Dot?
Probably only a 2.
2.
Are you sick of being told that your music's awesome?
If you can't stand the heat, get out of the oven, because you're going to get fucking roasted.
Do you want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Are you sick of fire emojis filling the chat? Welcome to the Sunday roast.
I can't fucking wait to roast you bunch of cunts.
Join me, your host, Jade Starr, and our special guest judge, Russ and his mum, Dot. All you need to do is click the members button down below to become a Wart Warrior for $1 a month to be part of the action.
You're all fucked.
As we roast your songs, show no mercy, and make you feel like the absolute trash that you are. So, happening this Friday as a members-only private stream. So, if you're a member for $1 a month, you'll get to come out, hang out, roast other people's songs, or send your own songs in to get roasted as well. Come on, do you have the balls to do it? Do you have the balls to be told that your music sucks? Hey? All in the name of comedy. So, nothing serious, nothing too crazy like that or anything. So, not hurtful or any... Oh, maybe it is. Who knows? Bonfire, g'day to you. Jim Shannon, Ed B. Metal, hello, hello. Let's see if I missed Brad Example. Hello, I'm watching from my phone today, so I can't tag you all. But it's nice to see you all. Oh, isn't it so nice the way he said that? It's nice to see you all. I can just see him sitting there in his cardigan saying that. What a wonderful man. Brad example is. By the way, folks, I'm going to advertise this as well before we get into today's show. Hello, Semtex Cal, because Brad's got a bumper killer show happening this week. I know, because guess what? I have to do all the thumbnails for Brad because Brad is hopeless. This is happening over at Brad's show this week after Pete Johns' happy hour. Look at this. What a lineup. The after party with Mr. Smith, Frank Terzo, Folk and Blueser, the Leelaverse, and Folk Punk all performing live for you on Saturday. Wow, wow, wow. There you go. Awesome stuff. That's happening. It's a thing. I had to make the thumbnail, like always, you know? And I do it because I love Brad. I love him so, so much. So, so much.
Okay, could you stop, Mom? Don't post that on Facebook.
I'm not going to post it on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Brad. You love it, don't you, Brad? He loves it. Anyway, stop carrying on and being a fool, and we got to get into today's app, don't we? So we're looking at Cem Olcay's brand new app, and which is called ScratchBud. It's a measly $6. It's $5.99. It's a heap of fun, something completely different from Cem Olcay. It's funny, when I first saw it, I was like, is this a DJ thing? What is it? I mean, you can do that, but am I going to do that? I don't know. I find it really interesting for drones and stuff like that, for creating multi-layered piano stuff. It's very interesting. So there you go, $6. It's really cool. Let's get into it. I've got a little demo somewhere here. Let me just come back over here to me for a second, open up AUM. And here's the little project I've got going. So I think it's already playing. And I'll just shut up and make some noise. Alrighty. Hey, Cem Olcay, the developer, is in the chat with us. Everybody, welcome, Cem. Awesome. Let's get into this. Let's clear this out and have a look at how this thing goes. I'm going to create just a MIDI track over here, firstly. And I don't know. You know what? Let's first, I'm going to throw in something like Solder Box. Let's do that. Because I can generate some stuff in here. And we can make some things, can't we? We can do that. We can go boom. We can do this. We can go out of here. And we can make some sounds this way. What else shall I do? I'm going to send these out to here. In fact, let's send them out there. We'll try creating sound from scratch, shall we? And we'll put these outs into 1 and 2. And we'll send a mix out here. Am I doing it right? I can't remember. You got to love it. In fact, what I should do is just start from a preset. That would probably be the best way to do it. So we've got those coming out of here. We want to create a major. And, oh, I don't want that to go there. I want this to come out of here. And maybe, let's just do that. Let's just save the pain. There we go. So we've just got a simple... I'm going to go with this one. Cool, we got sound. Now this is an effect that you add on top, just so you know. And it scales quite well, yeah? As you'll see. Full screen, custom, all of that jazz, double tap. Now when you first load it up, you'll notice this big scratch thing in the center. So I can drag my finger along here. I can kind of, oh, where's my camera? That's not fun. One of my cameras not working. Overhead camera, where are you? Let me see if I can bring that back. Oh man, computers. They just decide to do things, don't they? Properties. Try this. No. Go to bed, don't change any settings, and everything just won't work tomorrow. Let's see, camera, deactivate. Okay, can't do an overhead shot today for some apparent reason, some stupid reason. There's that one, overhead. Give me a second. Fuck me. This should be a lesson to everybody. Check your settings before you go live. Hey. Okay. It's going down there. It's going through here. Give me a second, guys. Far out. Hey, there we go. Hey, you gotta love it. Technology. You go to bed, you don't touch a thing. You just leave everything the way it was, and when you come back, guess what? Things don't work anymore. We just fix up the light and stuff. Never panic. There we go. Overhead camera. All good. Sorry about that if you're watching. So you can take your finger and you can spin, so you can throw it up or down. So if I flick up, it's going to go clockwise. And if I do it the other way, it's going to go anti-clockwise. Or I can slowly drag and I can scratch. And it's not really affecting the sound because, and I'll show you why. So there's just how you use that. But let's come over here. So up here we have a source. And given generously, we have two samples that are in here, R and fresh. So now if I change to fresh, it's a slightly different sound. But that's pretty much it. So these two sources here, R and fresh, they are locked in. They're just samples that you can scratch away, do whatever you want over the top of anything that's playing. You can also load in your own samples as well. So that is a thing. Let's see if I've got a hard drive plugged in. I can load up a sample in here. Do a quick search, or do it by name. And see what I can find. What have I got in samples? La 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 la. I'm looking for something that I can't find. Love it. Let's just do a search by date. So I got some ghost hack samples here. Do some scapes kind of thing. So now this sample, which is a much longer sample. So you're going to want to try and choose short samples in here. See, this is long. Now, glad I did this for you all, so you can see I'm dragging my finger, but not getting very far when I do a big swipe because the sample's too long. So you want to go for shorter samples when you're importing them in here. Cool. But then we have this live section. And once we've got the live section going, you'll notice it just starts recording. So, and it's actually recording 3 seconds every time it goes around. 1, 2, 3, and then it starts again. So it's continually recording. You can stop it recording by pressing down here. You can tell it's recording by it being lit up down here. So you've got a record, a cue, and a play. When it's lit up red, it's recording. Now when I hit play down here, we actually have it playing along with the original sound, which can generate some really, really interesting things because it's forever evolving at the moment along with the sequence that's going on, which is how I like to use this. I think this is wonderful this way. You can change the cue of this, so you can see it's running alongside with. So you can see this part here is recording, and this part is playing. So g'day, third-person production. So I can change the cue, and whenever I click this, it's gonna start at this position again. So now you're going to get variation. So live, I can change this up just by hitting the cue. It's still recording, remember? We'll come back to this stuff. If we have a slider here to the side, if I bring this all the way down to the left, you're just hearing the original audio that's going in, yeah? If I move it all the way to the right, this crossfader, you're just now hearing the recorded sound. Now I can put my finger on this at any time and then send it off. But a nice mix in the middle. Let's move over to our sliders. So this is our speed. I can control how fast this is going to go. What I find really interesting with like synths and stuff, you can kind of just turn it up like 1.1, so you can see down here it goes up to 101 and just get like a slight variation in sound. Really, really interesting things you can get. You know, there's many possibilities. Now you'll see the next slider along here. If I move this, nothing happens. It's not changing the rate. Why is that? Let's discuss. And the amount here, nothing is kind of happening when I move these. Towards the left, the right of the screen here, we've got an LFO. Now, as soon as I turn this on, hey, we're off. And this is where these will come into play. Let's turn them right down. So first we've got, so once this goes on the LFO, this becomes irrelevant, yeah? It doesn't matter anymore. This is only for when the LFO is off. And now we have a rate. But for the rate to do anything, we're going to need an amount. So if we give it a small amount here, of course, we need to add some kind of reverb. And as we turn the amount up, more of the clock face will become available to us. And you can see that by this line growing around our clock face or our disc, whatever you want to call it, or our scratch pad. Okay, so we also have an offset. So this is set and it's running at this rate here. If I cue it again, you see the cue's not doing anything anymore because the LFO has taken over. But we can change the offset of this and move it a little bit forward or a little bit back and change the offset on the fly. And as you can hear, one really good thing about this is with a lot of apps, when you do these things like stretch this kind of stuff, and it's going to have some kind of artifacting or anything, but you can hear live mixing. This is basically Cem's demented version of a DJ scratch pad in Cem's demented mind. But wait, there's more, because he's also added a filter. So let's just show you this filter. We're just listening now to the sound, yeah? Just so not the original input, just the effect. Here's the filter. And you've got some resonance as well. So we can actually get some whistling in there. It's some total... Hey man, if you wanted to simulate whale sounds, fucking go no further. This is a whale sound simulator. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think we all love Cem's apps? Because we're all just a bunch of demented fools with our iOS devices. Now this is all running free sync at the moment, yeah? So you can see with this rate here, it's at 14 hertz. You can sync it to your door as well. So I'm currently set to 95 BPM. If we hit sync, now we're sunk up, and when we change this, it's going to move by eighths, you know, 16ths. Now I know some people I've already seen saying, is there a dotted, is there triplets? But I don't see that in here. Wow. Now remember, if you come up with something that you're quite happy with, you can just stop recording, and it's just going to keep that last 3 seconds and just keep doing that over and over again, yeah? So again, it's got Cem's handwriting all over it for generative stuff because of the 3-second rule. If it falls on the floor, you can pick it up and eat it again, you know what I mean? Let's bring back in this. But also, currently when the LFO is on, we're currently running in sine. So up the top here, we've got a few different options. We can run a sine wave, a triangle, a saw, and my favorite is the reverse saw, which sounds really cool on drums. If you can get the timing right in drums, you can get it to auto scratch, which we'll have a look at. Who doesn't love a bit of reverse engineering? Me! I love it! Well, I do love it. So I think, hopefully by now you've got the idea of this. Awesomely enough too, all of your settings are available here. So you can add additional LFOs if you'd like to as well, and really start getting some of these moving. What do I mean by that? Let me show you. So it's come into our, so I've just set up MLFO, and we're going to choose it from here. Output 1. And we can add this, say, to the rate. LFO rate, and we'll make this on 15 or 13. We'll make this. What have we got? Channel 1. We want to come over here to chose 13. We're all good. Right channel. Hit play. We should be going. CC13 out channel. And for some reason I don't have it going. And I can't work out why today. I'm too tired. Fucking hell. But you know what I mean. Did I connect this? I think I connected it right. Yes. Well, I had it going earlier. Anyway, it does this. Fucking hell. You know those days when you wake up and just nothing's happening? Today's one of those days. Let me tell you that. Yay. All right. Let's just stop this for a second. Because we've got to run our halfway point, which I've already gone over. So every day on the channel, we run an ad and stuff. Try not to talk, Jade. It just doesn't come out right. All right, so let's do that. You can avoid the ad by becoming a YouTube Premium subscriber or by skipping the ad, and we'll be back. Let's run the ad. Good God. Ad's been run. Let me tell you. So, just to remind you of things that are happening here on the channel. Yes, the Sunday roast is happening, or the New Year's roast. This thing here. It's happening on Friday, US UK time, at the same time this show normally starts. It's a members only show. Go to the community tab on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, and there's a link. If you remember, there's a link there, and if you remember, you'll see the post, and you can submit your song to be roasted by me, Russ, and his mum, and we'll tear your song apart, shred it, rip it to absolute pieces. It's heaps of fun. We don't take shit too seriously. It's just like, you know, a bit of a shit stir, and we can all take the piss out of each other for a couple of hours. So if you want to get involved, there's that. Also, what's happening? This week's interview is with this guy here, Simon Head. Now, you may remember he was on Brad's show a few weeks ago performing, and he was awesome. He's coming on to talk about his music, his podcast, and he's actually produced and worked with some amazing bands, yeah? SNFUs, some huge bands. He's recorded in the studio for over like 1,000 bands in Canada. The guy's just the jack of all trades. So that's really cool. Hopefully you can come and join us for that interview this week, plus a whole bunch more. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get back into this demo and see if I can not mess anything else up, which I already have because I'm a doofus. So I think you get the idea with this, what's going on with this. So we'll just silence this for now. Let's add in some drums. We'll add like a hammerhead because it's easy. And we'll just pick a random beat. Maybe something weird. Like this, maybe. Here we go. Hey, Velcro. So we've got some drums happening now. Let's bring them down a little bit. And let's bring in ScratchBud. So again, do all of that, yeah, you can scratch if you want. That's completely up to you. Or this is what I mean by trying to set that Q close. I'm just tapping the Q button. I'm going to hit reverse on this. So here's the thing, not only good for scratching, creating really odd sounds, really cool for just creating stuff within a drone that's odd. You know, you add some kind of other effect in here. You think outside the box of what it's actually, there's just a lot of uses you can do for this. Let's even add solder box as an effect here and choose one of the presets. And then we'll bring this back in. Velcro has scratching LP post-traumatic stress disorder. You just can't scratch. You're just not scratching in the right place, Velcro. You know what I mean? I don't have my close-up thing set. What am I doing? Oh, it's too late to do the gag. I'm gonna go back over here. You're just not scratching in the right place. Abba abba. Shall we open something else up? I really find it nice for adding stuff like pianos. Let's open a Bud app in here, like a Melody Bud. God. Now I'm going to check solder box. Let's change this to a minor. It's an F. We'll change it to an F minor. So we can match up our Melody Bud as an F minor. Just going to add 3 notes in there. All right, let's focus on this one. So we've got this piano going over and over here. Now this is what I mean. So you can get some really interesting Euclidean kind of sounds just by messing with it a bit. I'm going to turn up a little bit. This would sound nice with some bells, yeah? Hey, Forrest, I didn't see you there. Good to see you, Forrest the Dwarf. Spelldozer would be nice too. We can do that. Let's add a SnakeBud. So you don't have to go over the top with it and, you know, create mayhem. Just a slight variation will give you some nice cool sounds. Let's send this SnakeBud out. I'm going to randomize the probability here. So we're not getting something on every hit. We can come back to that. Again, you got to remember, this is the other thing too. So if you have something like this set here, or you have your R scratch kind of sample in here, and you load your own sample in from down here, and then you go back to the R sound or the fresh sound, you'll have to reload that sample. I found that out last night. I think that's right. I'm sure that happened to me last night. Now you got to remember all the time here, you got to hit play down here to get this going. See, this is the stuff I like. Look, I've hardly had to do anything for that. Let's throw in a revolve. Choose like a big theater or something. Isn't that cool, man? I haven't even touched it. So the one thing I haven't covered with you all, we'll solo this, is the settings. So down the bottom here, settings. Now you can come in here and you can set your MIDI to change the crossfader trigger notes. So you can decide what MIDI control you want for that, what MIDI channel. The behavior. So you can come in here and change the behavior of the crossfader. Just let me shut that for a minute. The vinyl, the release velocity, and the speed fader range. So you can come in here and change this to wide. Let me just stop this. Now, get over here. So you can control the fader range to wide or narrow. That's all up to you. You can change the velocity to normal, high, low. So you got lots of options with the way it all works. Record after the playhead. So you can actually set this, so continue recording from the last recording position after scratching. Or this one is continue recording from playhead position after scratching. So and of course, there's a tutorial down here. Open this up in standalone. If you want to run through the tutorial, go and leave a review too. There's a review button here. And if you've got any issues, as always, don't go and leave a review. Hit the feedback button down here. Let Cem know if there's an issue. He'll fix it. Like that. He's really responsive. He loves his apps and he loves them to work properly. So don't go and leave a fucking negative review if something's not working for you. Do you know what I'm saying? It just stays there and lingers forever, and then the problem's fixed and you look like a cunt. That's the way that's the way it is. And this just sounds wicked. So you can hear how this whole scratching thing can automate and happen itself, yeah? Now, I did mention it at the start, Cem, that you can scratch. You can old school scratch if you want. So you can do all that. But you know us weirdos are going to find other ways to use it because we're weirdos. Dude, it's really good. It's a really fun app. And I think it's great for drones and stuff. And as you can hear, I think it's really nice for creating beautiful, different generative textures. It's lovely. Get off my face. So this is coming off the piano, yeah? And the beautiful thing is you can crossfade this how you want. G'day, Rebel Rocker. Good to see you. Cem says, I can't wait for making more effects apps. And we can't wait also. So, look, I'm sure you'll agree, nice new interface. Another interesting out-of-the-box app from Cem. Let's change this up a bit. Yeah, look, you're only limited by how much you want to limit yourself. Spoken like brain-damaged Yoda. Oh, man. I think I'm going to go back to bed. It is a really cool app. Anyway, let's bring the volume down. I hope you got something out of today's tutorial or demo, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. It's heaps of fun. It's $5. Can't go wrong. $5. Dump the $5, have a bit of fun, and there it is here. Sorry, $5.99. $6. What am I saying? $6. Happy days. Get it right, Jade. And yeah, available now. What does it work on, by the way? I think it works on. We can come over here and have a look. Oh shit! I'm still running the beta on this iPad. Get it together, Jade. Works on Mac M1 chip Max. So if you go to M1, it's going to work there. iPod Touch. Does anyone have one of those anymore? iPad, iPhone. Just another cool app that we have only for us on iOS. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's get out of here for today. Leela's up next. Oh, everything's falling apart in the studio today. I do apologise for my tardiness today. I don't know what the fuck is going on. We good? Good. So Leela's coming up after this. I'll dump you over there. Tomorrow, I'm not exactly sure what's happening. I'll find out when I get back from band rehearsal today and all of that jazz. You'll be updated. Just check the channel. There'll be something up tomorrow. Either an app review or something. I don't know. Good stuff. Thank you, Cem. Thanks for hanging out, as you always do. I'm going to shoot you an email, as I normally do after the show. See if you can maybe help out some of my patrons. You know what I'm saying? See if you're a patron. I'll shoot you an email after the show. And, yeah, go get it. It's rad. What can I say? All right, let's get out of here for today. I'll just stop this. And it's going to go in the background. Hey, Pole Vault. By the way, folks, Pole Vault is coming on the show next week. Next week, we got a special guest, Pole Vault. It's going to be heaps of fun, heaps of laughs. But we got Simon Head coming up for an interview this week and all that jazz. Let's get out of here. Remember, folks, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. And we'll all rise together. Stay awake, not woke. And let's. What's going on? Let's Oj.